Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na 30th for the month of September, and na 4 o'clock for morning time for Hong Kong. It means say within few hours, Ambazonia will enter for Independence Day, our national day for celebrate. May we all join hands for celebrate wherever we are. Let's celebrate our flag, our anthem, our country, our nationalism with pride and honor. And let us pay allegiance to those who have fallen before us to make sure that the journey they started, we must complete it. And we must do it in a befitting manner so that the next generation will take the cue from us and make sure Ambazonian will remain one and indivisible for all eternity. Fellow Ambazonians, before Independence Day it reach, I say make I empty my closet from all dirty them way they before Independence Day they come make we focus for celebrate. The thing where they come down, I don't get so many messages in the come because I don't put out a very important alert our soldiers them for danger we wouldn't see them. La République du Cameroon, their political wing, their strong propaganda way they find information for our soldiers them. They help Cameroon military for kill innocent civilians and for identify our soldiers them for kill them. Without conium titles and in network of Cameroon agents them, La République their army therefore be useless. Their activity them would monitor them very, very closely because now the responsible thing that for any movement where they fight war against Cameroon. We don't put out a warning because we don't see for their chat group them for place where they get a pool of people where they collect their material them before they distribute them. They don't put the image for over 200 Ambazonian soldiers their face. For that place where they put the messages them, they talk for they say that messages now one the way now the images the way they already get them for some time. They don't have some for some our chat group the way they for ground zero. So they don't put that images them. We don't try to educate our people them how La République do get that type of information about soldier their identity. So that means soldiers then take measures to protect themselves. We don't also inform Ambazonian them for show them some of the picture where the enemy already get them. Of course, it is useless to hide it. You are hiding it again from who? When the enemy already have it. We don't put out, this is a very serious matter because this soldier them, when it go start becoming localized, they could pass the information for identify their locality for place with the day. For the Cameroon terrorist occupation forces, they could come for can kill them. Instead for Ambazonians them, for focus for distribute this information and for the soldier to take care. They someone them for diaspora. You get Dela and you get this boy where they call him say Vela Franklin. They don't come out for undermine this message, having no regard for the life of the soldiers who are at risk. The first one, na Vela Franklin, he talk say, I be don't call the AMF them say them be na Atanji poor a boy them. This soldier the way they don't go from this ground zero cancer. All these unnecessary lies are treasonous. In the first place, we have never called our soldiers Atanji poor boys. We don't talk say some of them do work for Atanji poor where they don't know. Because Atanji poor, it use people where they present themselves like sponsor and advisor. For food this boy, they made them do it to way La République one do am. One example, na the lockdown where dance Chakara, it tried to disrupt the beginning for school, for our community school for Ambazonia. We know say na Atanji poor, he do am because we get evidence. We know the dog can talk thing for air because we want for talk am. So, this Vela Franklin, he then decide say, anytime we do something, it can distort them. Very important thing we go save life, it can distort them. They no care about the result for the ground. Whatever a reason he get them, we no know. We no get no problem with ye. But he then decide say he go begin find a fault. He go begin distort important messages and way it be meant for build and for protect our soldiers and with no regard for their life. You don't also get Dela. He don't come out, he talks with the exposed soldier their face for ground. Numerous times we don't always the campaign for protect the identity and for make a soldier they know how important the identity be. If them actually care about soldier them, they go begin the help for contact the soldier them for tell them say na information this way La Republic he get them. If any soldier he get information like this, make you not put them outside because it go end for La Republic in hand. They go back for the group way there for ground zero where they want try for bring people together. They go tell them say make una be sure say the people that own the island for they una know them physically or not. Una go take measure them for protect una self because na danger way go dey. For instead for help for stop the danger way they come, they focus for sabotage and blackmail. When you sabotage this important warning where you supposed to go ground zero, go help the soldiers and for protect themselves because some of them they act now out of ignorance. Some of them they use Android, they don't know which way it how far it go. They put picture for their status. La Republic they have some. They share picture of their profile. La Republic they have some. Most of them they still use now their number will be registered with their colonial identity card. Instead for help them go warn them say now the danger this way they see them they try for warn una. They focus for undermine this warning way go come for soldier because of witty, because of the wicked black man syndrome. Wickedness, evil will never lead you anywhere. Ambazonians will be aware, una mindful of this individual them. Where they come, they use excuses, say that they hate the one, they vex with this one, where they not give the reason why they vex with this one, why they hate this one, but where their main activity is be targeted for stop the helpway soldier they're supposed to get them. They fight against Ayabacho, against Capo Daniel, and all the officials and where they work hard for help soldier them. Now they fight for stop the helpway the soldier they get them from this individual. The good advice and the inspiration we soldier they get them for this individual. We don't make sure say we will fight the right way. Make we go continue for fight in any way. When I go imagine say we stand for support unity. We don't create unity. We don't come go support force the way they know they on their way. This individual that we can't accuse you say would work with Sako. All man knows say Sako na thief. But the soldier, the way they follow the Sako, some of them, they go in because of they don't use vernacular power. Sako don't find so in their countrymen use them. You know, go stop we for collaborate with them. We go collaborate, they go accuse you say we don't collaborate. We go want preserve collaboration, they go accuse you say we bring division. Because we want correct. Make una know, say we go always speak the truth because we believe in the power of the truth to set us free. When any man in the camp twist something for bring change true into wrong, we'll get an obligation for stand up for talk the truth. I go take the time, I go wash my closet as I talk before Independence Day, it won't catch way. I go play some of the audio them, make una hear the problem the way they get them. Things where we be see say no pity, yeah, and Isobu the one chop each other. We enter for day like big brother, we call them, we encourage our own forces, they make them play the big brother role. For bring them together, will form unity warrior as a platform for collaborate. Ever since we be done achieved our objective. The main reason we want and I say make it stop so that they no begin attack other one. They say they want pass their area unnecessarily, or me they know they seize people their material, or me they no begin the attacks on one because on one the life of diaspora say this one na La Republic soldier will not be La Republic. You know if you ever lie for soldier in name. It be forbidden. When we can't stand with the toxic soldier, they work for La Republic. Would they explain them for them very well? Say if La Republic they fool you do something under the pretext say that they support you, then you do work for them. Even though you don't know, it don't mean I say you don't turn on La Republic. We don't achieve our objective for bring reconciliation and end of infighting and facilitate the movement of our nationalist soldier them across some territory the way they be owned or controlled by forces and where they under IG. This individual, they not like what they do. They not like we because we do something where we go bring freedom. Now the only reason that we check them because they never give any reason why they not like we. I will play some of the audio them now. Maybe when I hear the type of challenges we they get them for ground zero, and why some of we can't stand we put out the messages and way the organization want them and way they protect the integrity for which way the organization it do. Maybe when I listen for this audio them. As we don't create this Bui Unity Warrior, we be made up of two forces, ADF and ARF of General Maddock, the splinter group for the Bui Warrior, because na group we eat then cut off themselves from Bui Warrior. Now the meaning that Mr. Man officer splinter na kosh. No, splinter don't mean say na group we come off as another group. So I go play some of the audio them. Make una see how we don't succeed for bring this boy them together, meet and collaborate. How we the real agents of darkness them. They come for they for use them as a political tool, just like how they be done use the first one them. When I hear the audio, because if una need to hear, una no go know the pain we would go through, the fight we would fight them, because we need to put out things for social media. Now so one network, now so them. Some of them, they one the way they for inside the ARF. Now they see send this complaint for we they talk say, hey, the one they carry we go. Now they say how we go do. In any case, I go play the audio them. Make una hear. This one are the discussion the way they go on inside the group them, the chat group them we wouldn't create them for inside the Bui Unity Warrior. As I don't talk Bui Unity Warrior, na two forces them, ADF and ARF of General Mad Dog. You no get no supreme commander. No man no they say na he be boss. You get na two leader them inside where they collaborate. No be a force. But when the forces then come together for do some one thing, they call and say na joint force, or they go call and say na unity warrior force. If now one go do a thing, the other one go do a thing, they do them on their own and they go carry their name as a D. Na so will be agree, na so sign them for agreement. Wanna listen.
As when I start this matter, so when I be see I get total ignorance. Total ignorance. Why? Because I know they me for military. I know me now one group for inside Bui and na Bui Unity Warriors. Whether na CAF o, na FCAC o, na UPD o, na A or whatever. All where sabi inside this house now one group, and that group is named na Unity Warriors. They could not think something. If we dey here, any man you want identify his own group, anyone identify, then it means that we still be divided. We never really get that unity. Inside my eye, all man where a day fighting force, Abui Unity Warriors, me asabi. So if we not excuse my ignorance, I think so we still get small work for do for that unity. Because for me, I not they identify any other group but one group called Bui Unity Warriors. I beg una forgive me if na foolishness. But I know if you enter inside military team, I live an all for una. Whether na which group.
So I think say we not hear this voice before. Na Brenda a voice that, and eventually we go put a face for outside. Me we know the people the way na they be the canker worm for Ambazonia. When I remember how they be killing Guinean, their own relative, their own person where they talk their own vernacular, because the one for disappear the ADF. For the whole that year, the ADF be talking for the sake of peace. Me they even just hide their face. They not go stand talk their name. Me they adopt the Bui Warrior because they be feel go be in a political group. Only for this same scavenger them for can take and go put under Sako, murder 39 of their own village people them for ground. Bury some of them alive. Say the one for disappear the identity of another group. Even after that, they ran key 14, maybe less talked about in media, of their own Bui Warriors simply because they talk say you collaborate with ADF. With the same ADF it defied La Republic. The same ADF if you done there for day now, it be the first one for they fight before the one even can join them. Can become by some of their camp. So now they witchcraft them this for inside Ambazonia. They go come say, boy, they can see me, they reconcile, they collaborate together. You go come your own and say, you know, they identify any of their group, them, their group they don't melt. Because say your own group will not lead them, na shame and disgrace. So no one for disappear other people, they own leader them. Because no one for create our own political base. For only when relevant, when go keep people cause confusion. For destroy a good thing we don't create them. But Unity Warrior na just a collaborative platform, not be a force. No be a force now. It's just a joint collaborative platform where different groups they fit come for inside. It go do like a clearing house where problem they go to judge them. All man go to talk. They fit start collaborate. Collaboration is built now with time. You need to force yourself on other people. So make we might play some other conversation for the same chat group. Make we not hear.
I was thinking whether they bring them. The check say we for the ADF we no get sense. But me, with the egg of sea, it put them like the leader for the Ambazonian Transitional Liberation Authority, and not be all that foolish. And I want make it be very clear. Now, two parties then join together, ARF and ADF. For what we don't see them, the continuous mistake we are the talk for this house. If you no change, I go quit.
Oh, be boy. Yes, we not say we not feel the be boy one side, and we not say na two groups them they there for boy. Yes, all we know that one. So man not there for this house. We don't know. Say na two groups they form the Unity Warriors. So
that one a big vulture in the talk. So the problem where we get them for Ambazonia, now say when we don't succeed for bring reconciliation and unity, where the boys and feel focus for fight on their own and without fighting each other, you get individual them for diaspora mainly and for ground zero as well. They go to call the boy them, say go fight your brother, tell them say una must become one. That means say una must cancel una idea. Una come join una go start something new, because the one make una abandon the idea. When I remember big vulture be don't come for put itself under this ground zero group. It talks say even if they talk until it no go make sense, it go do am. The one for sure na say na the error that way. They if man dey for a mindset where go do something where know it make sense, that means that man need for check sense. So we advise our soldiers them make una focus for fight, focus for collaborate. Una no fit ever succeed for kill una brother them me they abandon thing where they know say it work for them. The ADF is on the ground, the AGOFC is on the ground. It get diaspora leadership them. It get diaspora connection the way it work fine for them, it be effective for them. If una come together, na for do una own thing, then do their own thing, una share ideas, see two una fit do them together. If una bring una own thing we see say fine, we adopt them. We bring our own if you say fine, we adopt them. Na so unity day in collaboration. If una want unity in uniformity, you the way you don't deny your own leader or you don't know which one way you go come under. Another soldier the way he get own leader, he know which way they follow him. The diplomatic approach with the leader that they do may be important for you. The coordination, inspiration, the ranks and file will be important for you. If your own you don't fail, for you for work with that soldier, it no mean that say you can't talk say make your own fail or may it deny your own. Soldier in the way they want they them do by themselves, but they need for collaborate, we need for come together, we need for work together. Any attempt for force one itself against the other, it make a may be impossible for we for collaborate, it make a may go get conflict. So those one the way they don't fail for be leadership for abroad. Me then stop for come begin try for use people that for ground for gain the kind power and relevance where they not get them on their own, because they do them at the cost of human life on the ground. When I listen some more,
I be happy. Forget violent sons them like them. For carry the fight, say a day for their back. Why people they want come scatter them? Why they want make picking that they die because of traditions? Think that we all will be of the so tradition, and we know what we will do for save we picking them. All these things that we did neglect and when I beget for make we stand strong. You know, define for me. We will stop all these write-ups. And therefore, boost. If we beget for the take any decision, if truly, now two factions that where they unite in collaboration, any decision, any suggestion, the ADF and the ARF, their leadership, therefore, they shidon. And they still talk. Make ARF choose a supreme leader, so that when the supreme leader for ARF in a supreme leader for ADF, they decide something, then any man go carry on for his own section. You go the worker. You go the worker. I don't know. Something they would always talk, say, maybe we stop diaspora, we stop diaspora. If we diasporans them, the ADF, the egg of C, we administrative body win and they work fine. And we know if we drop them. And if ARF, your own administrative body where they follow diplomacy, if they get problem, me they no talk say make ADF abandon it on in for name for unity. No be sweet the work. No be sweet the work. So make all these people, they put these write-ups. Me, they really know say people, they don't fight and they don't suffer.
So some people then they for social media where they take this struggle and their news agency, their write-ups that they mislead soldier them because they do want to get a foothold for report news and go up can down. Make them always put the life of the soldier them together. General Vulture, Mad Dog, and all the rest for the ARF. These are soldiers we respect and we love and we pray for their safety every day. We want them to collaborate. And anybody who deceives them to push an agenda of uniformity when it is not even practical. You cannot have two soldiers, one who believe in the IG and one who don't believe in the IG, to somehow just merge. The best we can do is to collaborate. Ambazonia, remember, Independence Day is coming. What is the meaning of the blue in our flag? It means what? Our diversity. It means democracy. That is the meaning of the blue. It recognizes the diversity of Ambazonia. So everything we do, we must do it in a way that will accommodate different opinion and different way of doing things. We collaborate. You do your own thing in your side, I do my own thing in my side. When we agree, you call me, I come, we join to do in your house. When we agree, you come and you do it in my house. We do it like one people. Anybody bringing this idea of uniformity, they are wrong. And wrong people they want to hide things. They use lies, they use manipulation because what they are trying to do is not right. It cannot really be defended. So I will leave you with a word from the voice of Parkard One. He's a very experienced person. And he knows how they have tried a lot of things. And that's why he believes in the things he does. That's why he is an AGOF-C member on the ground. He is the ADF on the ground.
Together, may we fight. Nobody know there for ground zero. We all pass me for this struggle. For say me the whole gone fight for liberate Ambazonia. No one, the entire Ambazonia. Because this fight, it be start for 1995, where they be formed the Southern Cameroons Youth League. When Comrade Ebenezer Mbombo Derek Akwanga, Naibi the chairman for the SCYL, and Comrade Lucas Cho Ayaba, EBB Secretary General. For that day, one police officer, Ndop Matthew, he be lead 15 policemen, GME. There's 16 of them. They can't storm we for Catholic Mission Hall for Bayele Nkwen. But I be prove my manlyhood for day. Foot was the day. My foot was the be there for Herald. 5 of them. And they be arrest Herald for that time. Now 30th November 1996. Where they be launched Sokadev, Southern Cameroon's Defense Force. Where they make this action. Time where we go finish we meeting for Presbyterian Youth Center for Tabasin. Na day where Comrade Ebenezer he give me the card number 1, like first general for Southern Cameroons.
So fellow Ambazonians, make we come together and collaborate and adopt best practices. Make we come together and join force to fight against a common enemy. Let us not make the mistake La Republic do to try to force our identity on each other, force our flag, our ideology on each other. But let us look at our diversity as our strength. Putting heads together, more than 2 heads is better than one. Many hands do light work, as they used to say. These are common sense that are very wise. They are called common sense, it's not for nothing. So unity in the form of collaboration is the best. Every group in Ground Zero, meet with your brother, share color. Put your hands and think of what better way to fight. If the other one have something that you don't have, you can borrow. That is how we can live together. We can fight together. But the idea that somebody will be pushing you, go and fight this one, tell this one to abandon this one, let us make something new. Even when what the person is doing already is working for the person. What type of thing is that? These are the real people who are trying to make disorder on the ground, pushing for division, pushing for confusion, with the disguise that they want unity. But what they want is not unity. What they want is to suppress you, to assimilate you, even when your own culture is better. So, my country people, let us focus to fight La Republic. Let all the soldiers focus to fight La Republic. Forget about distractors and political scavengers who come with hidden agenda and they try to deceive you to follow a path that looks good, that sounds good in the ear, but the end is disaster. Let us collaborate. Let us show good faith. Let us show patriotism and put Ambazonia first. Let us stop witchcraft. Let us stop witch hunt, unjustified hate. And let's not hate somebody because he doesn't buy our idea. But let us try to reason together and collaborate. God bless you all. Happy Independence Day.